In this video, I'm gonna go over 7 unexpected money habits that I wish I knew sooner. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Habit number 1 is to pay yourself first. This concept of paying yourself first is one of the most powerful financial habits that you can adopt. It means allocating a portion of your income directly towards savings or investments before paying off any other expenses. So things like your rent, your mortgage, your bills, utilities, whatever. By doing this, you prioritize your financial well-being first. And you prioritize it over discretionary spending or routine bills. This is so crucial because most people only try to save what's left after they've paid off all of their bills. And that often results in little or no savings at all. Paying yourself first guarantees that you save a specific amount consistently, regardless of what your expenses are that month. If you're thinking right now, like, oh, I can't save that money, I have bills to pay, I don't ever save anything, then you have an even bigger problem because at this point, that means that you are spending way beyond your means. And we'll talk a bit about this later on in the video. Paying yourself first builds wealth over time. When you make this a non-negotiable part of your routine or as part of your budget, and your contributions will compound over time when invested wisely. The other great thing about paying yourself first and saving and investing that money is that it prepares you for financial emergencies. Listen, if there's anything I've learned in life is that it's that life is unexpected. Stuff happens. Unexpected medical bills happen. Leaks happen in your home. Repairs are necessary in your home. You need to buy new tires for your car. This stuff happens all the time. So a dedicated savings account or an investment account will guarantee that you have a chunk of cash stored away in case of emergency. So this way, when an emergency does show up, and it will because it's a part of life, you at least will not feel so financially stressed out because you know that you can take care of those bills. Creating this emergency fund, what we call it, is so important. And if you have no idea what an emergency fund is, that is totally okay. I will link a video down below, which I recorded a few weeks ago, and you can go watch that after this video to get more information on what that is and how you can go about building your own emergency fund. And I also go into how much money saved is a good amount for an emergency fund. But basically, this emergency fund acts as a safety net for when these problems occur in life. Having this money set aside again will reduce your financial stress and give you peace of mind. Habit number 2 is to avoid lifestyle inflation. Just because you got promoted at work or you got a pay raise at work doesn't mean that now you have to go spending a ton of money or buy a new car or upgrade your phone, especially if your car and your phone are working perfectly fine. In fact, now that you're making more money, this is actually a great opportunity for you to save and invest even more and make your money grow even faster. It's important to spend and live below or within your means to make sure you're not overspending and to avoid financial stress down the line. Number 3 is to negotiate everything. I'm talking about things like medical bills, insurance premiums, even your salary at your job, especially if you're getting a new job offer or it's time for you to get promoted. This is often a very overlooked habit, but it could potentially save you hundreds of dollars. I know for a lot of people, including myself, this can feel very awkward or it can feel like a very uncomfortable conversation. But just get in the mindset of, hey, you have nothing to lose, and chances are you are probably never going to see or hear from this person ever again in your life. So literally you don't have anything to lose. Just go for it. Just ask for it. You don't know what you get if you don't ask, right? Just put yourself out there and see how it goes, and you could be pleasantly surprised. And this doesn't have to be limited to just bills and whatnot. This could also include things like if your flight gets delayed or canceled, get on the phone with that airline and negotiate extra points or some sort of compensation for time lost. This is all considered negotiating. If you're getting any value at all from this video, it would really mean a lot to me if you went ahead and hit that red subscribe button. This way you will be notified anytime I upload similar videos. Habit number 4 is to stop chasing discounts. Just because something is on sale does not mean you need to buy it. There's a difference between buying something on sale versus buying something just because it's on sale. At the end of the day, sales are just psychological tricks that these big corporations use on people like you and I because they know that if they discount things, it will trigger something in us to say, oh, this is a great deal. I need to have this. I have to have it, even though you don't really need it. But they know that we will go ahead and spend that money on those products, even if we don't necessarily need them. But we'll buy it just because it's discounted. And this is where that habit stops, because now you're becoming aware of it. It really only makes sense to buy something on sale or when it's discounted if it's something that you were already going to buy anyway. For example, if you've been eyeing some sneakers that you really need because your old sneakers are wrecked now and you need a new pair for running. And now all of a sudden the sneakers you've been eyeing for a couple months are on sale. They're like $50 off. Then yes, that totally makes sense to go ahead and buy them because that's actually a very positive outcome for you because you saved $50. And also the other scenario where it makes sense is if it's like a household item or something like that, something that you use on a daily basis. For example, like dishwasher pods or laundry detergent or some cleaning product or something like that goes on sale, then yeah, I will get it because it's something I use on a daily basis anyway and something that I would have to buy anyway. So if I'm saving a few bucks on it, then that would be beneficial for me. Number 5 is to embrace delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is a very powerful habit that can really improve your financial health. By pausing before making any significant purchases, you allow yourself time to reflect on whether or not this purchase is actually really necessary or if it's something that you actually need and something that will actually bring you genuine happiness. Say, for example, you are browsing online and you see a designer, let's say Gucci bag, and you really think it's cute, you like it, you're into it, and you're like, you know what, I have the money for this, I can buy it. Then you start getting stuck in this mindset of, oh, I need to have it. It'll look so amazing with all my outfits and whatnot. Instead of just purchasing that bag right away, just add it to your cart and sleep on it. Step away from it. Do not hit the buy button. Sleep on it for a day or two, like 24 to 48 hours, and then see if you still have that strong desire to still want to buy it. And most of the time, literally most of the time, I guarantee you probably will just forget about it. And that's kind of best case scenario because that means that it was never really that important to you to begin with, and you probably just saved yourself a couple $1,000s even if you were looking at a designer bag. Impulse buying often stems from emotional triggers or temporary desires. So by waiting 24 to 48 hours, you are allowing these fleeing desires and emotions to kind of go away and give you clarity on whether or not this purchase is actually worth it. And as I said, in most cases, it most likely won't be. Habit number 6 is to perform a monthly audit of your finances. A monthly financial audit process is the process of reviewing your finances on a monthly basis. This is where you review your income, your expenses, and your financial activity to make sure that everything aligns with your goals and your budget. It's a proactive habit that helps you spot errors, unnecessary spending, and areas for improvement. This gives you full control and transparency into where you currently are at with your finances. And doing this on a monthly basis is so useful. It's important to set a date in your calendar, just like you would set any other appointment, and take out time every single month to do this. And this can even be the same day that your credit card bill is due or a couple days beforehand, so that you can kind of review your bill and see where your spending was at. Doing this will help you identify hidden costs like small charges or forgotten subscriptions or monthly fees that accidentally racked up somehow. This improves your spending awareness. Maybe this time you look at your bill and realize that you spent $800 this past month dining out. And so now you need to kind of reel it back in and say, okay, let me try to spend half of that on dining out next month and eat in or cook more the rest of the month. Doing this can definitely be a bit painful and probably scary, but sometimes this is the wake-up call that you need, and you need it to make sure that you are living within your means and that you're still on track to meeting your financial goals, again, to prevent financial stress in case of emergencies or in the future. And this doesn't have to be a long or daunting or drawn-out process. Again, you can just look at your credit card bill every month and just kind of go over the trends. And most credit cards also have different graphs. If you just log into their portal, they'll give you like different graphs and charts to see where all of your spending is allocated in which categories. So all of that hard work is already done for you. You don't have to manually do it yourself. So most credit card platforms will give you this breakdown, so it's really easy to even just get a visual of where your spending is. Habit number 7 is to use credit card rewards strategically. Credit card rewards programs can be a very powerful tool to enhance your financial health, especially when used strategically. By redeeming points, miles, or cashback rewards thoughtfully, you stretch your money even further and you offset essential costs such as debt payments or even travel costs. The key here is to prioritize redemptions that align with your financial goals and maximize the value of your rewards. So that means looking at your lifestyle, identifying where you like spending money and where these rewards could help you. For example, if you're someone who likes getting free flights or business class flights for a fraction of the cost and luxury hotels for, again, a fraction of the cost, then having a good credit card could really help you in achieving these goals. If you want to learn about the best travel credit cards in the market today that will allow you to get even completely free tickets internationally, then make sure you go ahead and check this video out next, where I go over exactly that in detail. I will catch you in the next video.